Hey, it's Charlie here with Paragon Motorsports, and I'm going to show you how to use our new 1/10 scale Buggy tire gluing jig. And what's great about this system is it allows you to get a perfect line of glue down into your tires, both on the inner bead and the side bead, so that your tires are never going to come loose and there's no excess glue pouring out the sides. In addition to that, it allows you to do it super quickly and not get any glue on your hands, which is just a huge plus to me. I hate getting glue on my hands. So when you look at our jig, there's a few different components that go into it. We have the top plate here, which will push the bead of your tire down and help get the separation that you need in order to pull the bead back. Additionally, we have a tire plate that sits on ball bearings. And what this allows you to do is when you tighten down the bead, it can pull the bead back without putting any sideways torque on the tire. And additionally, we have a cup that holds everything together. Within this tire plate, we have two pieces. We have a shim that's used for front tires, or the base plate that's used for rear tires. And so we can put this back in here, and you can see if I put a rear tire in, it sits here and you could tighten the lid and it would pull the bead back. But today we're gonna be gluing a front tire. And so I'll take the rear tire out, put the front shim back in, and we'll take a front tire here. You can see that it's not glued. The bead is set in there. The tire's been prepped and it's ready for glue. What we'll do is we'll put the tire in here, right on the post there, and then we'll take our lid and we'll slowly tighten it down. And as we tighten it, before it kind of hits the rubber, we just want to make sure everything is seated straight. It usually is straight just because the post holds the tire in, but it's always good to double check. And then what we're going to do is just slowly tighten the lid down onto the tire. And what you can see is that it's starting to pull back the bead of the tire. And you can look inside, you can see all the way down into the inner bead of the tire, all the way around, perfectly even. And so this allows us to get glue all the way deep inside the tire so that the tire is held onto the rim really securely, and also do it all in one pass. And so what we're going to do is take our medium CA glue. I like medium because it gives you a little bit more time to kind of smooth everything out and get it all dialed in. And the first thing I always do is I just test the flow to make sure that it's pouring good. And so we see we got a nice slow pace. And what I'll do is try and show you, I put the tip of the glue all the way down onto the inner bead, and I'll slowly start pouring out a thin line of glue that I'm gonna circle and do all the way around the tire. And as you're going around, the nice thing is, because we're using the medium glue, it dries a little bit slower. And so after I do one pass on the inside, what I like to do is just take the tip and kind of rub it around, make sure it's smooth throughout. And then the second thing I like to do is put it on the side bead of the tire to really lock your tires down into place and give it that factory look. And so now I'm pouring a small bead on the side of the tire. And now that I have some down, I'll again smooth it all around the tire, make sure that it's evenly distributed. And from here, we simply just unscrew the cap. And we can see that the tire is perfectly set on the bead. You can always push it down, just double check. We take it out, put it down, throw in our tire band, and voila, we have a perfectly glued tire. And what I like to do is I'll do one side of all my tires. So in this case, I did the front of my tire or the outside of my tire. And then once those dry, I'll flip it over and I'll do the inside of my tire. Here's one you can see where I did the inside, and you can see as I go around it, the bead is just perfectly sat the whole way through. And I have no glue on my thumbs. It's just a great system. It allows you to just do it perfect every time and do it quickly and painlessly, which is a lot to be said. So yes, this is, like I said, this is Paragon Motorsports. This is our 1/10 scale jig. We're going to be launching it at $30, and we hope you really enjoy it.